Just finished watching Death Kitty, her reels. I'm not sure if she is done or if she's still kind of piecing everything together for y'all. But I want to expand a little bit. And Death Kitty, if you're already working on this, I apologize. Not trying to jump ahead of you here, but man, this guy we're talking about in the reaction video here, it's not. I'm sure Church has got his I's dotted and T's crossed and all that good stuff here, but man, the thing is these conservatorships I feel are going to be popping up a lot more often. We're going to see a run on these all of a sudden.
Hey friends and fam, Death Kitty here. You just watched a small clip from Stonerman94, one of his Instagram reels. He talked about something that we have talked about between each other, and the point is that conservatorships, they can't just only affect rich people, famous people. They can affect everyday people like you and me, people that work 9 to 5, people that, work construction. It can happen to anybody. And I truly believe they are human rights violations, and we need to pay attention, because I don't think you would like it if you were put in one, right? So we need to pay attention, because if this keeps happening, it can happen to us too. Last video I was talking about, I'd go a little bit more into conservatorships. Disclaimer, I am not an attorney. I'm not a lawyer. And these are just patterns that I've noticed from being in the Free Britney movement. These are patterns that I noticed doing research work on conservatorships, on other people in conservatorships. So you guys take that for what you will. Does not mean what I say is fact. All these are patterns I've noticed, but they're my opinion. Opinions aren't facts. So let's get into it. All right, so first question we need to ask ourselves. A lot of people know what a conservatorship is. A conservatorship is basically, in my opinion, modern day slavery. You are taking everything from that person, even their life's work, their craft, whether it be acting, singing, their craft if they're an everyday person like you and me, and they are told when to work, how to work, what to publish, what not to publish. They are told what to eat, drink, everything is under somebody else's control. Somebody else controls them. Okay, so let's get to the why. All right. One reason that I'm finding a common occurrence, other people want what you have. If you are better off than them, they want that. Or even if you're not better off than them, they want a piece of your pie, basically. They want a cut of what you've got, what you've built, what you've done for yourself and for other people. Basically, it's all about control. People want to control you. Now, who could put you in a conservatorship? Well, that's a good question. Anyone, like you have a very controlling person who's close to you, it can happen. If you have somebody that is close to you that is a narcissist, it can happen. If you are in a situation, and okay, I'll just give this example. Wendy Williams, for example, before stuff got sealed, her conservatorship. People at the bank mentioned concern. And she was put in a conservatorship because not her family, not her friends, not her husband, but people at a bank had concerns. And I'm just going to give y'all a hint here. Go look up who her conservator is. All right, you guys, now let's get into the how, okay? The patterns I have here for the how, It doesn't mean that it's everyone. If you have another one, please add it to the comments. I would like to know what I missed. It's all about learning, educating ourselves, you guys, even if there are patterns. That's how we learn. So first thing they'll do is they'll start spreading rumors, like flat out lies about the victim. And what they're doing is they're trying to create a narrative. What they're trying to do is they're trying to set a stage to where, for everyday people, the other friends and family for that person are like, oh, maybe they do have a problem. Maybe there is something wrong, or, maybe they are crazy or they need help. Or for somebody who's famous, the public opinion, oh, yeah, maybe they're on drugs. Maybe they just need help. Okay? And what they're doing by doing that, they do it on purpose. They do it to isolate the victim and make them feel alone. Like they can't go to anybody, talk to anybody about any of it. All right, you guys, the second thing I have down, and to make this shorter, the people that are preying on these victims, I'm just, that want to be in control of the conservatorship, I'm just going to call them cons to make it shorter for right now. So the second thing that the cons will do is they'll low-key threaten the victim. And how they do that, many different ways. Every conservatorship is different. Every person is different. One example, what they will do is, and I've found this in a few of them, the victim will know that what the con is planning, but not by the con themselves. And the cons actually let that get out on purpose because what they're trying to do is chip away at that person's peace, making them feel on edge, because who wants to be put in a conservatorship, right? So you think about an everyday person, right? And you hear third-handed, not from maybe that controlling loved one, but third-handed, that your supposed loved one wants to put you in a conservatorship. You wouldn't know what to do. That would further isolate you from any friends, family you have around you. That would make you feel like you need to watch everybody. Okay? The third thing I have down, the cons will stage events around the victim. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make the victim look crazy. Okay? They will try to further their narrative by staging events. So there can be like actual fake events that were planned out, and they happen in front of other people, mind you. So that way you've got witnesses. And what they will do is they're trying to get that emotion out of that victim. And the moment that victim goes with that emotion, that can further push their narrative. So, for example, think about Britney Spears. All of us remember whenever they called a 5150 on her. And she had her kid in the bathroom with her, and she had locked the door. That was staged. The news that was there within a minute or two before the ambulance and the police got there. And it's come out later that was planned, but that's just an example. Number 4, the cons are going to make threats. They're going to attempt to blackmail. If you try to stand up for yourself, if you try to defend yourself. So, for example, these people that are controlling, even if you don't have them in your life, you kind of put them, put that wall up, they will try to also have people that are pro-conservatorship, purposeful plants close to you, to where they can go back and report to the cons, right? And this is how they work out with their blackmail. So if they think they have something on you, or if they think they can twist something that you said or did, they'll do it. Especially whenever you start speaking up for yourself. So think about everyday people. This person finds out that their controlling loved one wants to put them in a conservatorship. That person leaves. And the con, all of a sudden, you have a new friend. This victim has a new friend. And they feel like they can tell him anything and everything. And that person is just going back and telling the con everything. And then the con will try to use anything they can to try to blackmail or try to take advantage of that situation. The last thing I have on here is something that is kind of like setting a stage, but it's a little bit different. So the cons will basically create false flag events. All right, and there's a little bit of a difference there. And Creeker Gray, shout out to you. You sent me something that kind of inspired this whole video. I was going to talk about it anyway, but this kind of got me fired up to go into this. So thank you for sending me what you sent me to where I can go into this. And I'm going to make an example from what you sent me, okay? So, an example, creating a false flag event. Creating online fake accounts, all right, to harass you, your loved ones. If you're famous, they'll do it to harass your fans. They'll do it to harass your friends. Or these disgusting people will create a fake account for the victim's kid. And what they're trying to do by doing this, they know, with this particular example, they know how the fans of this person feel. These people, Creek Squad, are family people. They are all about treating people right. And the moment you go after women and children, we get all sorts of upset about that. But here is what I think that they're trying to do, and I think Creeker Gray, you may agree with me on this. I think they're trying to do that on purpose to get us upset, to where we have emotion, and then they can also say that the fan base is crazy. Okay? They did the same thing with the Free Britney movement. Like, they're trying to show us that we're crazy too. And so keep that in mind, Creekers, just for this example. It's okay to be mad as hell. Yes, it's not okay. It's unacceptable. But let's keep our cool, because this can also reflect on Ryan. Okay? Even though, you know, he does his own thing, whatever, right? But we don't want to play into their playbook. Let's not do it. All right? And you guys, thanks for sticking with me through this video. You guys have any additional patterns, put them in the comments. If you have any questions, again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. I'm just a researcher. And these are not assumptions, because I've done research on this. They are presumptions. Thanks, guys.